Everybody, changing plans today. A lot of rain last night. Power buggies are getting unloaded. We're gonna come over here and hit this patio. Take it around back, check it out. Morning, Craig.
Morning, bud.
How we look back here?
Hard as a rock.
Doesn't look too bad, huh?
Yeah, it's hard.
This drain's real nice, huh? A lot of rain. Good, good, good. No mud. So power bugging it right up around here. Got our grade pins ready. Oh, nice, easy cover. You like it? Okay. Right around there. We might do a power buggy through the yard. Well, yeah. Right around there. Nice setup. All right. I'll get the tripod set up right in this area. Get tools out. And let's go. We're underway again. I feel like I say this every day. Rain is due in what, 2 hours? Oh my gosh. I don't know how much more of this I can take. First couple buggies, let me get him going all the way around up to here. Let's get this walk and steps done. And we're gonna pour, what we're pouring, top of bevel to top of pin, and then that way. So everything has slope and then slope. It's like a buggy race. Picking up some mud there. That's all right. The rain will wash it off the driveway later. That was fun. 11 1/4 yards. I think we had 2 shovelfuls left. Sorry, I'm running around everywhere. 2 shovelfuls left in the truck. While we were doing second truck, Jim and Matt came up here, put our cuts in. This stuff is going quick, and that is what we need. Black clouds right over there. So he floats it shut. Now we'll just hit it with a steel trowel. If we leave this line here, you'll see that in our finished exposed. So we just take a trowel and knock that down. I'm gonna get on that right now. Jim's re-rolling. And Steven is on Big Blue. This is our bull float trowel. Now he'll hit that a couple of times and we'll spray our retarder on there. Done, done, done. Okay, I'll be right back. Sidewalk's all done. From Euclid, we're using our surface retarder. Lots of pressure in the sprayer. We usually put 2 nice even coats on it and then cover it up with plastic. A little bit of a hurry with the rain, so I'm just jumping the gun. I'll get the walk done and then we're hitting the steps. Tamp the spray, fogged up a little bit as usual. There we go. Okay, we're good everywhere. I got a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. For you new viewers, this surface retarder goes on top. This one will cover up with plastic and use black plastic. That way the sun doesn't discolor it. Tomorrow morning, we'll come uncover it and wash this off. Wait till you see what it looks like. Mocha brown in the concrete with the aggregate. best looking aggregate ever. Steve and Ryan just went around the edge, hanging over the wall, and cleaned up that edge a little bit. And you're done with this, Steve?
Done with.
The big blue?
Yeah, the second truck.
Okay, so I'll get some footage of him hitting that. Matt and I are going to get on these steps right now and get these squared away. When I say me and Matt, I mean Matt. Because I got to hold the camera.
Oh, I can hold it. Want me to jump over and get that side?
It's kind of like when your wife says, "Hey, can we take out the garbage?" I'm like, why don't you just, never mind. No, I'm kidding, Don, I'm kidding.
Too late.
I'm getting myself in trouble. Emily, delete that out. Okay. And right behind there. And there. Voila, so give it a toss. Okay, that's what we're looking for. So we'll clean that up. You can see it really moving, so he's just hitting kind of light. And I'll get out of the way here. You know what, maybe I could set this right here.
Yeah, we'll wait.
How about that? There we go. Okay, just finishing up the steps right in here. That's all done. Tom's on number 2 truck. Big Blue. Looks nice coming down there. So all we have to do is touch up right here. Let's go for a ride. Okay, how was that? Is that tight or is that good? Feeling pretty good? Okay. Okay. I just didn't want to get on it with our knee boards and possibly leave knee board marks on here. You just have to work to get them out. This way, it'll come out perfect. As long as straight edge was good, full float is good, as long as all the things are in line, we're good. Okay, I'm going to start cleaning up this edge. So I gave that a nice even coat. I'll let that tack up a little bit and I'll hit it one more time. 2 even coats. You don't want to miss any spots. It goes on like a bluish tint to it, so it's real easy to see if you have good coverage or not. Right along the base of this wall, you can see I'm a little bit light. Hopefully you can see that. So that's what you're looking for. Okay, our plastics cut the length 5 feet bigger, so we'll cover up each side. I'll set you guys right up here. Well, there it is. Camera went dead just as we were covering up, so I got it plugged in just to show you everything is all covered up. Edges are weighted down. One big piece. When it starts raining, it'll run down and across the plastic and off. The concrete won't even know it's raining. Okay, that's it for here today. See you tomorrow. So here we are the next day. We just uncovered the plastic and chalked our lines, and we always use blue chalk. That's a temporary chalk. If you use red or black, that's more of a permanent chalk, and you may see that in the final product. So blue is our chalk of choice, just in case you viewers were wondering that. So we break the pads up into about 8 by 8 foot pads. They're random shapes with the curved wall. So we do the saw cutting as soon as we uncover, and then we go right into the power washing and cleaning, washing all the debris away. Isn't that a nice even look as far as the exposed aggregate goes? Everybody doing relief cuts at the base of the steps, and then power washing. 2 or 3 power washers going really speeds this process up. Now we let it dry for about 2 days, and then I always try and send about 2 guys out whenever they do sealing. It goes so much easier. One guy to run the shield, even if it's just a piece of cardboard or whatever we can find. Just putting the sealer on nice and even, and then shielding the walls, shielding those steps. Just makes the project look so much more professional than getting sealer slopped all over everything. So Matt puts it on nice even coats. Notice the swirls back and forth, not getting a defined line. Lots of pressure in the sprayer, again with the shield, even shielding those rocks. Just to look as professional and nice and neat as we possibly can. Swirls back and forth, double coating, just blending it all. Nice even look throughout the whole project, working his way all the way off to one edge. So we'll finish up first coat, then dust on a second coat, followed up about an hour afterwards. Depending on the temperature and the sun, this sealer dries fairly quickly. So here it is with the second coat, all nice and even. We use the poly sealer from ChemMaster. For the viewers that are interested in that, we will eventually get a link posted on our site, along with our 4-gallon Chapman sprayer. A nice even coverage from both products really turns out a good exposed aggregate. Here's a final look. Okay, today is the day we're going to pour Tommy's cast in place concrete countertops on his patio for his barbecue and his bar area. One of the last things I have to do to get ready, I have to make a hole for the faucet, 1 3/8. So this 1.5 hole saw ID is 1 3/8. Perfect. So I'll drill that out of 2-inch foam, and then we can push that out of the concrete whenever, tomorrow or the next day, whenever the concrete's hard. We'll just push that foam out or drill it out or whatever, and then slide the faucet right in place. It's just a little bit nicer. You don't have to drill on that wet, fresh concrete. I get you a good angle. And there's my little light for you. Okay, so I'll wrap some packing tape around this and it'll slide right out. That's good. I don't think my wood shop has ever been this dirty. Let me show you why. So between working and Tommy's house, Steven's projects, I think I told you Emily's getting married. So this is the bar for at her wedding. We had to build that. I'll take the camera with me whenever I go home today through the garage. Let me just show you what she has had me building. And Emily's been helping too, so the whole family's involved. But, oh my gosh. She came up with some good ideas for me. Okay, right there. Faucet, sink. Rebar are in place. Tom clamped them to this edge, holding them up a little bit. This is a big cantilever. I talked about that in a video a few weeks ago. We got this ready, and I'll do a recap as soon as things get calmed down here. Getting rebar all in place. Here's our cantilever, 3.5 inches. So we want the rebar to come over that. We don't want to stop short. This will hairline crack. So bring the rebar over that edge. Looks good. Good, good. Now more rows this way. Tom's screwing them in place. Are you screwing the long ones or just the shorts? On that bend. Yeah. Back this up. How about right there?
Okay, got it.
All right. Dylan's cutting some rebar for over here. All right, we'll get this put together. Here's our rebar all tied, fiberglass on top of our steel. Our steel are our outriggers for this cantilever. I wanted steel there rather than the fiberglass. These will definitely flex more than this. We're 3 inches thick, good shape. Around the grill, good rebar on the corners, middles, and then this all gets cut out. So a little bit of rebar and we'll cut right through them. Up here around the sink, a nice double in front of it. It gets kind of skinny, a single behind it. Okay, tying the last one. I'm going to spray all the step liner with Pam cooking spray. You can see how it just dissolves. Now that'll just work real good in the concrete. It smells good too. And it doesn't evaporate. We're in the shade here, but it doesn't evaporate in the sun. So you can go ahead and spray them all. There you go. Okay, I'll get these coated. Here comes our first round of concrete. So we're just placing the concrete in the center and pulling it down to the liner. We want to make sure this liner is tight, right where we want it, and then pack the concrete right against it. Good, good. This corner is just about done. Now this concrete's going to set up real slow in here, and that's just what we want. We're on plastic. We're in the shade. It is about 80 degrees out, so it's kind of warm, but not too bad. Okay, yep, bring it on in here. Oh, that's gonna fall. Okay, I'll set you right here, and I'll help Dylan some. Go ahead. Agree up. I would have helped, but there was no place for me. Yeah. The combination of the float and the vibrator really consolidates that edge. Sometimes when you vibrate it, it leaves little holes. So give it a shake and it'll close those holes right up. Let's see what that looks like when we're done. Getting close.
I need another coat on the side.
Yeah, I'll take close to you.
It's going to be in your
Nice and careful. My sink and my faucet. So I don't want that to move. Just placing some concrete in. Just let them worry about all that. Focus right here. Can I get 2 more scoops up here? This is all straight edged off. Got a nice straight edge and standing up. And so on. Oh, it's so cold. Our Epifoam expansion around this post, it's still going to crack. We know that, right? Just went home. We got all cleaned up. I went home, grabbed a bite to eat. Concrete is very tight now. Not rock hard, but all that moisture has evaporated off. Let me set you right here. Now, I'm not just rubbing the top. This is what a lot of guys do. They just rub like that. Push down and consolidate that surface. Now you only have to do it 3 or 4 times. And that's what we're looking for on a float. Now take your trowel, clean this liner. Over and back is really all you need. Okay, that's the start, and that's how I want it to look when I'm done. We'll let this tighten up, liquid release, and we are going to put a rolled slate texture on it, a stamp slate texture. Okay, here we go. This one caught a little bit of sunshine over there, and this concrete was in the truck the longest, so it's the tightest. It's not too far ahead of everything else, but it's a little bit further ahead. So Tom brought up our skins, just the slate skin.
I think the whole thing is this one.
You sure you want that much texture?
Not really.
This part's getting cut out. So why don't you just experiment right there and see. You just want to be able to wipe it clean. This is much easier than down on your hands and knees. What do you think? I think that's plenty.
Yeah.
That'll wipe out. So give my pattern a slight turn. So there it is, the barbecue area all stamped. You see it's just a real mild slate stamp. So we'll get permateak in there and really show off those highs and lows. Right, Tom's on the wall unit now, stamping around the sink. Looks like it's going in the same. Alright, we'll hit this next. I'll bring you over here. Oh, here comes the go-kart. If you want to do a concrete project and you're not that familiar with concrete, I would suggest doing a little countertop before a patio or something. We had 2.5, 3 hours to work with this concrete, and it's still not like rock hard. We're no threat of losing it at all. In here in the shade, on plastic. But just pay attention throughout the video. Everything is nice and tight, screwed together, legs underneath everything. We're not getting any bouncing. We're secured to the cabinetry or the walls, bracing everywhere. Nothing moves, nothing pushed, straight as could be. We have a couple countertop videos out there. This is our first video on cast in place. So now we let this sit overnight, then we take these off, just our face boards, we get our liners off. We'll leave this under lip on for about 28 days. It would be nice, even if we get 14 days, that would probably be enough. On that big cantilever, I'm going to insist, well, it's Tom's house, but 28 days. You get a hairline crack started there, it's never going to go away. So as I think of more things to say throughout this video, I'll touch on them. But what a fun project. Tomorrow or the next day, we'll probably let it go a couple of days, really dry out good, give it a good scrubbing. Permatique, I believe we're doing black or deep charcoal on top of this. So make sure you come back and see that, if it's not attached to this video. All right, dinner time. Here we are, it's about 8 o'clock. Concrete is nice and hard. This is same day. Tom wants to get these off right away, just in case we need to touch anything up. The other ones we may take off, we may leave them on there, but I'm going to go ahead and start unscrewing these now. He's on his way home from hockey practice with Austin, so he'll be joining in shortly. Okay, so it's coming off really nice. Peel that away. Broken stone. And why we wanted to do this today, you can touch these up real easy now. Look at that, gone. That looks sharp, Tom. Take a grinder and work on these corners a little bit, or just pinch them off. Okay, again, there it is. Just soften that edge off a little bit. Voila. We're then cut in the center of the sink. Or no cuts. It's gonna crack. One saw cut right there. Something off of this grill. Looks good. Okay. Permatique tomorrow. This is why we like to pull them off the same day. We can clean them up and they're like brand new. That's how we borrowed them. That's how we want to return them. Okay. I am going to bed. Good night.